Hi there, I'm Sharon from the European Sustainability Academy. Firstly, congratulations on your award.
Thank you, Poppy.
Tell me about your business.
Well, thank you for having me here. So I'm the founder of the European Sustainability Academy, which is actually in Crete, which most people will know because they go there on holiday. I'm actually also a teacher at Cranfield University here in the UK. And we built the European Sustainability Academy in 2011. It's a purpose-built, off-grid training centre for management leadership in sustainable business. And if any of you have gone to Crete for your holidays, you know in Greece we're having terrible problems with climate change. There are wildfires everywhere, we have drought problems, flooding problems. So our business teaches managers and leaders, and actually I do that at Cranfield too here in the UK, about how to address the problems of business for the future so we can do things in a different way to start to slow down the impacts of climate change, plastic pollution, all the problems that we know are happening. And our real focus is on the transition to net zero, which some people have heard about. So that means about decarbonising our economy. And the only way to do that is through business. And it's businesses of all sizes. So there is a big sort of problematic thought that it's only the massive organisations that can do something. But SMEs are the mainstay of all business. The supply chain, the innovation, the employment. So we teach people across all levels of business, from the top, the boardrooms, to the new apprenticeships coming through. And that's where we are in Crete, but we also operate here in the UK.
So what's been a highlight of the year for you?
Well, really sticking to the theme of climate change, really, and doing things different for the future. So I should probably say that the building that we've built in Crete is off-grid, I mentioned that. It's 400 metres square, it's a big building. It's built of straw bales.
Amazing.
Yes. And we had people from the UK come to help us build that in 2011. Straw bales and earth and stone and wood. It has no electricity. It's only photovoltaic solar paddled. We have green roofs. It's beautiful. So it's like a sanctuary. So when people come over from the UK and other parts of the world, they really feel what an immersive, sustainable business looks like and feels like. We are now transferring into online training because we can't keep flying people to Crete from the UK. We have to really walk our talk. So this year, the highlight has been getting a grant from the EU, Erasmus Plus grant, for something called Upskilling Generation Net Zero. We're teaching the new knowledge, skills and behaviours to people across businesses of all levels of actually what does this thing mean? What does it mean if you're in procurement? What does it mean if you're hiring in HR? Making it real. How do you communicate about this? How does your marketing be realistic around sustainability so you don't get accused of being greenwashing?
Yeah.
This is a big problem we've got. So the highlight this year is winning the award, piloting a programme which we've done in the tourism and hospitality sector, hotel, pubs, tourism in Greece and Slovenia. We've piloted that this year. Fantastic results, absolutely excellent. And really we couldn't have done that without the EU funding, essentially. And these people are going to get what's called a micro-credential. So they now can take that micro-credential to anywhere across Europe and in the UK to show that they have green skills, sustainability skills in business. Major highlight. We've just finished it now, so I'm so pleased to be here now to be able to talk about it.
Amazing. So you've been doing all this. What does the future look like for you?
Well, really, in my view is, everyone talks about resilience, okay? Future-proofing, sustainability, climate change. How could we be resilient if we don't have the knowledge? We're really under-aware, really, of the details, and then the skills, and then the behaviours. Leaders have to be resilient. But a leader's not resilient if they're obviously not knowledgeable. So the future is continuing more of the same. Now, we've just rolled out this programme in tourism. We believe we can roll it out in other sectors, particularly construction. But I should also say, I mentioned I'm in Crete, but this tourism programme came from an inquiry from the British Embassy in Athens, who reached out to me in 2023 and said, please could you look at the tourism sector? Is what tourism sector say they're doing strategically actually happening on the ground? Guess what?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. And we identified a talk-act gap. People want to do the right thing, but they don't know how to, Poppy.
Yeah.
So we think we've really captured something very important, and it must be online though. That's our big move. So the future is getting all the learning online, and we've done some work with the Chartered Institute of Management here in London. It must be online, it must be on demand, it must be low cost. Because if you really want to change a lot of people quickly, which is what we have to do if we want to stop the wildfires, you've got to let more people have access to this training. That's the future. And it looks very positive.
Amazing. Congratulations on your award again.
Thank you, Poppy.
It's been lovely speaking with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.